I want to introduce the movie, Kingdom of Heaven, which is about the history of Christianity. The film is set more than 100 years after the First Crusade, and Christians and Crusaders have been ruling Jerusalem. The Muslim world has been waiting for an opportunity to reclaim Jerusalem. The protagonist is a fictional character named Balian, who is the illegitimate son of Sir Godfrey. Sir Godfrey comes to search for his son, wanting to invite him to Jerusalem and protect the city. However, the male protagonist's wife dies during childbirth, causing him immense grief. He is reluctant to participate in the war. Nevertheless, his friend cuts off his wife's head, which, in the Catholic faith, symbolizes that his wife cannot face judgment on Judgment Day, meaning she cannot go to heaven. Consequently, he decides to accompany his father to Jerusalem, hoping to earn some merit to secure his deceased wife's place in heaven. This movie is extremely captivating, and most of its content closely aligns with historical events. It serves as a microcosm of medieval Christian culture. The complete movie must be experienced firsthand, but here, I'll share some intriguing details about the film and its portrayal of Christian traditions. The most prevalent theme in the movie is the Crusaders, who were originally established to resist Muslim expansion and reclaim Jerusalem. There were three major knightly orders among the Crusaders: the Knights Templar, the Hospitallers, and the Teutonic Knights. Among them, the Knights Templar held the greatest influence, and the only surviving order today is the Hospitallers. Returning to the storyline, the protagonist's father is ambushed and killed on the way back to Jerusalem. His father hopes that he will return to Jerusalem to inherit the title. However, during the journey to Jerusalem, there is a shipwreck, and only Balian survives. As he ventures into a desert, on the brink of dying of thirst, a man claiming to be a Muslim knight takes an interest in his sword. That sword is a token from his father. Balian engages in a battle with the Muslim knight, ultimately killing him. However, instead of killing the knight's servant, he asks him to lead him to the city of Jerusalem. Upon reaching Jerusalem, he releases the servant and even gifts him a horse. Little does Balian know that the servant is none other than Saladin. Sir Godfrey was the mentor of the king of Jerusalem, and Balian, being a talented individual, also had the support of the king in inheriting Sir Godfrey's estate. Under his diligent rule, the estate prospered greatly. At the same time, he also becomes involved with the king of Jerusalem's sister, Sibylla. Sibylla is estranged from her husband, Guy, maintaining only a superficial marital relationship. Guy is the leader of the Knights Templar, but he is irrational and constantly seeks opportunities for war with the Muslims. Once, during a raid on a Muslim caravan by the Knights Templar, they unexpectedly killed Saladin's sister.
Salahadin's sister.
I know.
Salahadin Aghi.
I know.
I am Jerusalem. And you, Reynald, will give me the kiss of peace.
Baldwin became angry to death after punishing the Big Beard. His final words before dying are also intriguing. Saladin decides to reclaim Jerusalem and attacks Guy's army. For Guy, this is an opportunity. Balian, with his retinue, goes to resist Saladin, but facing overwhelming odds, he is the only one to survive. He is brought before Saladin, who decides to spare him, as Balian had previously spared Saladin's life. After Baldwin's death, he decides to pass the throne to his nephew. However, Sibylla discovers that her son also has leprosy. In order to spare him from suffering, she causes his death. As a result, she inherits the throne, but being a woman, the kingship eventually passes to Guy. In the war between Guy and Saladin, the Crusaders suffer a devastating defeat due to Guy's lack of skill. In the end, it is Balian who, with everyone else, defends the city of Jerusalem. However, this defense doesn't last long, and Saladin eventually breaches Jerusalem. Surprisingly, Saladin does not massacre the city but instead releases all the civilians. His tolerance and pursuit of peace truly befit the title of a knight, unlike those Christians who waged war in the name of God. Despite Muslim rule in Jerusalem afterward, the city becomes a place where people of different religions are accepted for pilgrimage. In the end, Balian asks Saladin why Jerusalem is so important.
What is Jerusalem worth?
Nothing. Everything.